Let me take you back a bit. Prior to the election, you did the PDP, you contested the primaries under the PDP, and then you left for the NNPP. But a few days to the election, sir, there were publications that on INEC portal that your name was rather not on a Ethiope Federal Constituency for the ballot. That your name and there was showing on INEC portal that you are contesting under Okbe Saple Uye Federal Constituency. That's OSU, where you have Ibn Oboro, you have Etana Bene, you also have Honorable Henry Barrow. That's a publication, sir. Those thoughts, did it put you off balance a bit before the election?
At all, because for one, I'm a very focused person. I'm a very, very focused person. I am a sitting member of the House of Representatives. And by the grace of God, without sounding boastful, I am not just a pushover in the green chamber. And I can beat my chest. There are some places I'll go outside Delta, up north, and people see me, and especially with my signature hat, they know that this is Honorable Ben Igbakpa. And I'm happy when I move around and people say, oh, you're doing your best. So first, I did not feel any form for OSU Federal Constituency. There are people that wanted the push at all costs. It must not be Ben. So they know what they did. But because I have this fighting spirit, I didn't want to let that dampen my mind. What I did was to go. Initially, I thought it was just an error. But having looked at it after a long while, I approached INEC and they showed me all the documents and discovered that it came from the portal of the party, which is not ordinary too. Because I wouldn't want to accuse people without justification, because he who alleges must prove. So I didn't want to accuse. So I know the right thing to do. So I went to the court and I got a judgment. A few days to the election, about the 22nd, I got a judgment we got a judgment at the lower court, and with some provisos. So we have to approach the appeal court, who gave a final nod that my name be returned back. So I was not really bothered about whether I should go to INEC to get name installed. So long as I have the judgment on my hand, it doesn't matter. So what matters really, because you cannot challenge an election with your name. You challenge an election with the party. Yes. So I was not bothered. So whatever name that is there at that point, if we had won, it's just a matter of switching the name. So, but I wanted to be sure that we have the name right. So that's what we did, and we were able to contest the election under the platform of the New Nigerian People's Party as the candidate of Ethiope Federal Constituency. And by the grace of God, we all saw the result. We know the abnormalities. We know all that transpired. But like I said, there's a difference between competition and war. For the electoral process leading to the election is competition, and when you go beyond that, it becomes war, it becomes enmity, becomes fighting, and that is not I'm not wired in that manner. I want to do what is right. I've done what is right. It will not take me anything for two Ogara children to be in the court and start dragging what I will really drag in at that point, because something is in Ogara already. I don't think it will be right. It then becomes two wrongs. Yeah, it will never make right. Yes, it will not be right for me to start pushing further. But I believe there's always another time.
Yes, sir. There's always another time, sir. You spoke about the NNPP, sir. The party itself, you moving from the PDP to NNPP, and now after the elections, do you have any regrets on the decision that you made, sir?
No. I think it strengthened me. It gave me the time. I cannot sit down in my quiet time and see how credible we're able to move around, how we're able to sell our manifesto, the project that we did. You see, campaigns are difficult when you have nothing to show. Yeah. If you are a performer, I know if it's for the votes, for the people that believe in me, I don't see anybody that will compete with us. We know what happened. I don't have the dollar to cope with. This is just me. One of the reasons why I am wanted out is because I'm a poor man's child. But I tried my best as an individual to do our own. We know the number of dollars that went out. We know the money that was able to buy me. We didn't lose to anybody. We lost to dollars and naira. I have proofs. But like I said, I don't want to go into those ones. So I have no regrets. I am happy that within 3 months we were able to galvanize a seemingly unknown political party who has no base, no roots in Delta State. We were able to bring it to Ethiope Federal and make it a household name. It exposes me to the world. It exposes me to a lot of people. As far as I'm concerned, I'm a fulfilled person. I'm very happy. I have no regret at all. And if something is not done well, next time I will not hesitate to do the same thing, because I believe I have learned. We had one of the issues that happened to us is the fact that we gave so much credence and credibility to the beavers, but we discovered that the beavers is not as foolproof as we thought it is. We were made to believe that beavers will start working 8 o'clock on the day of election, and beavers will shut down 2 p.m. But you know that beavers didn't do that, and we now discover that beavers can actually accredit somebody without a PVC. I must tell you that these elections are not just they are not done without all these irregularities are not committed without the support of the INEC. INEC people are very much involved. But talking about regret, I have no regrets. I am very happy that I did it because it gave me the strength, it gave me the capacity, and the wide consultation that I did actually sold me to a lot of places. And next time, when we have to talk about election within this federal constituency, I know how to cross my T's and dot my I's.
But